Hello everybody, how have you been getting on? How are you getting on with winking and zipping and pulling up? You getting it? Is the brain getting it? Have you had any moments where you think, oh, I think it's getting stronger? I really hope you have. Please let me know if you have, because things like this is the reason I put together these exercises. So what I want to go through today is an exercise that incorporates using your pelvic floor at the same time. I've got a couple of bits of equipment with me. I'll pop links in the bottom where you could possibly get them from Amazon. I'm not affiliated with Amazon. It's just always nice and easy to get them from there, but just so you know what I mean. So one of them is like a soft Pilates ball, which you've seen me use before. What we're going to do here is go into bridges, but fussy physio bridges using this ball. So if you have got a towel or something, you can get rid of it if you want to. Depends how it feels on the back of your neck. If you feel when you're lying on your back that your chin is jutting up, pop that towel back underneath your head. We're just going to set ourselves up to start off with. So I want you to put your feet and your legs together, twizzle your toes to a 10 and 2 position, so you're making that V. Pull the heels in line. Feet, knees and hips should now all be in line. Wiggle that pelvis. Make sure it's in your neutral, but definitely make sure you've got that gap between lower back and the mat. A little bit of tension in the tummy. Soften the ribs down, lengthen through collarbones and back of the neck. I've got you to do all of that, and now I want you to put your ball in between your knees. Roll yourself up, give it a squidge. Just reset yourself. So the ball between the knees should still allow you to have feet, knees and hips all in line. Just reset yourself if you have had to have a bit of a wiggle. Now with this ball, all I want you to do to start off with is just give it a squeeze. Give it a squeeze, relax it. Give it a squeeze, relax it. So you might feel, you might not, but your inner thighs are just kind of kicking in and then relaxing. Little squeeze and relax. Now what I'd like you to try and do is give it a little squeeze as you pull up into that pelvic floor. So we're going to do an in-breath, an out-breath, give it a squeeze and pull up. Hold it for an in-breath, an out-breath, and let it go. All right, let's do just a couple more. So you can do an in-breath, out-breath, squeeze that ball gently and pull up. It's just a little squeeze. It's not an, oh my gosh, let me do all the work. And let it go. And let's try again. So squeeze that ball gently, in-breath, oh, as you do an out-breath, sorry. So you do in-breath, out-breath, little squeeze of the ball, pull up, hold it for an in, and out, and let it go. Now, the bridge side of it. Before I showed you that exercise of the glutes, and that was just lifting those hips straight up, knees moving away from you, this is slightly different. So the small of the back that's currently away from the mat, the first thing I want you to do is roll off that tailbone. So you flatten the small of the back into the mat and slowly peel yourself up. Your hips always stay higher than your ribs, going up and on the way down. So then slowly come back down. And the last thing should be that lifting up of the lower back. Right, let's just try that again. So you're just going to tuck your bottom, roll off that tailbone, push all the way up, and then slowly come on down. You're not doing anything with the ball, you're not doing anything with your pelvic floor, just get used to that movement. So let's just try a little bit of a breath. So we're going to do an in-breath, an out-breath, roll yourself up, and then an in-breath as you come back down. Lovely. Now, if you start feeling a bit in the back of your legs, try bringing your heels a bit closer. Just see how you go. You don't need to lift yourself ridiculously high. Just see what's comfortable and what feels okay. I feel like I've shuffled down the mat a little bit. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to do that in breath, but with that out breath, I want you to give that ball a little squeeze and then peel yourself up with a pelvic floor contraction. Oh my days, it's like I've asked you to pat your head, rub your tummy and say the alphabet backwards. I know, it's going to be a lot to think about. See how you go. So we'll do an in-breath, out-breath, squeeze that ball, pull up into that pelvic floor as you lift up. And then with that in-breath, relax everything, pelvic floor included, and come back down. How's the head doing? Has your brain just gone, what? Probably. Let's try it again. So we're going to do an in-breath. Out-breath, squeeze the ball, pull up in that pelvic floor. Come on up. And then relax everything, pelvic floor on the ball, and slowly come back down. And then reset. Let's try one more together. So an in-breath, out-breath, squeeze the ball, pull up with that pelvic floor and lifting those hips. Relax everything at the top and slowly come back down. Okay, so have a go at it. See, it's going to be a lot for your head to kind of go, what are we doing? The more you do it and the more confident you are with the movement, the easier it will be. So you may need to start just by doing that bridge and coming back down. And then once your body and your brain is happy that they know what they're doing with that bridge, you then start to add in the pelvic floor. Be kind to yourself. I'm slowly starting to push you into doing functional movements and using that pelvic floor, not just lying on your back with your knees bent or sat in a chair, but when you're being active. And that's what's going to help you get stronger, really. You may find that adding the ball squeeze makes it harder for you to switch on that pelvic floor. So have a dabble, give it a go. If it makes it easier, brilliant. If it makes it harder, this might not be the exercise for you, and that's okay. There's plenty more coming up that you'll find the one that works for you. So give it a go. Let me know how you get on. Any questions at all, please just get in touch. You know I'm happy to answer and help in any way I can. Right, good luck everybody.